What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Little Body T. Now this podcast, and I'm back. It felt good to be back in the studio. I swear, I did take some time off. Now this podcast, you understand? I needed it, so I had to reset. Yeah,
Yeah, I know you said you wanted to
yeah.
start your show.
So
Without talking, my phone, I got you.
it's all good, but I got a guest in the building. He's a special, special one to me, near and dear. Y'all don't even know. But yeah, I'm just excited to start a whole new season. I plan on having some dope guests come and check out the podcast and just bring new segments and new people. So, like I said, this is my first episode, and I'm just happy to be here. You guys know when I say I'm happy to be here, I'm happy to be here. During my time off, oh my God, I got time to spend with my family, and a new addition by Facebook, a new addition to my family. My nephew was born, so I'm so happy about that. You know what I mean? That was like a new blessing to my family, new life beginnings. I got to spend more time with my family, so that was good. More time with myself. I know you guys see I cut my hair, and I've been rocking a short haircut. So yeah, I'm feeling it now. Got more in tune with myself. Yeah, shit. More time with my daughter, like just getting her right. She going to the 7th grade. So that's like a major, major thing for me and her both right now.
Junior high.
Yes, because it's like 6th grade is like that middle breach between 5th and 7th. But then when you get to 7th, like everything really changes. You get your friends. So I'm excited for her. She always busting out her end of the year test. So shout out to my daughter. She working on her editing shit. I guess she said she see this from her mama. So she said, let me get started now. So now she's away with her family on vacation. And I am ready to start work again. I'm excited to bust out these new segments for y'all to continue to grow with me and leave me comments. Let me know what y'all want to talk about, because y'all know I'm always going to talk about sex. I don't care. I'm a Scorpio. If you didn't know that I'm a Scorpio, you need to know now. Yes, I am a Scorpio. And
Sexy Scorps.
yes, so I love to talk about the body, relationships, and getting deep. I know they say we freaks.
I told you to do.
So, yes, it's going to be a lot, just in store this season. Hopefully, some good artists come through
No, hopefully they will.
and bless me. I get some hookups from this guy you guys hear on the background. He don't need no introduction, excuse me, but I'm going to give him his flowers because he deserves them.
Thank you. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. His name is Slops, and I love to say, "Who shot ya?"
Hey, thank you. That's how she goes. Somebody screaming out, "Who shot you?" I'm like, nah, somebody that says that, no slops. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I have to turn around. So yeah. Hey, T.
Entrepreneur, media, I want to say mogul, but on the verge of becoming a media mogul, major.
Goals. Yeah,
Major.
for a fact.
A lot of media outlets. He has so many different ventures. They all under the same umbrella, and they all go together. The one and only Slops in the building.
Hey, thank you, T. Thank you.
Welcome. Listen, you guys. All right, my first show, my first season. Slops was the engineer.
Yeah, I did. One of my many hustles.
Yes, because he has
Keeping
a
the
lot.
lights on. I have 2 mouths to feed.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah.
And now my second season, first episode. Slops is my first guest.
Thank you for having me. There's growth.
Yes.
Growth. Thank you.
You've been working, Slops.
I'm trying hard.
I've been seeing you from the vent to your own ADD I like to call it podcast,
The 80 vibe. Yes.
all of hip hop.
All hip hop. Yeah, allhiphop.com. Shout out to them. Then I do Slap Sis with. That's just my interview series. Like when I get like talented artists, you know, before they into like the all hip hop realm. Which I mean, even then I'd still interview them because there's been a couple that's been on all hip hop and also been, but like certain questions, you know, being that all hip hop isn't mine, you know, you got to keep it kind of clean and PC sometimes. So I might be able to ask different questions on my own thing. And like shit, I'm
Right.
trying to venture off and do my own thing. But shout out to all hip hop though, black owned, you know.
Yes,
So
shout out to
that's
all
a
hip
super
hop.
dope venture. Yeah, facts.
Yes. What's going on with the podcast, the ADD?
Okay, so right now I'm in the process of moving, and so it's been like a flux because I've been where I'm at for almost 30 years. So
Wow.
this is like it's been kind of like a shock. So I decided to slow everything else down. I still do like all hip hop interviews and like bigger interviews, and I'm still editing. I have so much work. You understand what I'm saying? That I could still put out, but like right now, like the 80 podcast is kind of like on hold, like an off season right now. I want to
How
come.
many episodes? Sorry.
How many episodes? Well, we like
Well
a
into 100.
140 episodes
Yeah,
in.
y'all
Yeah,
deep.
yeah, yeah. So shout out to Tina. Happy
Shout out to
birthday.
Tina.
Uh,
Happy birthday,
her birthday
Tina.
was Saturday. Oh, was it yesterday? No, Sunday. It was Sunday. It was Sunday. Sunday.
I had the pleasure of being on their podcast
I
as
appreciate it. You
well.
co-hosted a couple times.
Yes,
Yeah.
and co-hosted, so that was a dope thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so you put everything on hold because you're moving.
Moving to Harlem. So
Whoa.
so right now, like, I'm just trying to get like my bearings and my back and forth to understand how to schedule shit and all that. Also, want to like rebrand a little bit. So, shout out to my business partner Tiana. She's here. She helps me. And we just like trying to get organized. So when we do come back, we punch people in the face, man. I just want to come back
Boom.
I just want to come back bigger and better. I'm at this point where I feel like a glass ceiling, and I'll get to that point like often, but that's a good thing. It's a good thing because it's letting me know that once I break through, it's another level, and so it's just a thing of when I get to that point, it's like finding out what's the next thing to bring me to that next level.
Yes, because I've even called Slops like, Slops, I'm overwhelmed right now. And I'm thinking he's going to say like something totally different, but he's like, well, that's a good thing. I'm like, what? What are you?
It's
He's
the
like,
best thing in the
no,
world, man.
that means you're doing something right.
I'd rather be overwhelmed than bored. When I'm bored, that's when it lets me know. That's when I'm at the glass ceiling, and like that means like it's trying to find something else. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Something new, something else to add on. I mean, cause that thing, if you get into, you gotta step out your comfort zone. Yeah, so that's what I'm learning. Every time I get too comfortable, every time I get bored, it's time to find something new, and that's why there's so many things under the umbrella, and that's why this time off is needed because it is
Yes.
an overwhelming thing with that and moving, and so like I'm trying not to mistake the movement for progress. I want to make sure that all the movement is progress and going forward, and I'm not just moving to move at
Yes.
this point. Yeah, thanks.
Progression.
Yeah. Progression is a must because I need money.
Don't we? Yes.
Exactly.
I mean, the goal is to help people, but also generate an income.
Yeah. I don't. I'm at a happy place because I don't have to work. You understand what I'm saying? But if I want to continue not working, now that I have my own apartment, you understand what I'm saying? I have to make that much more money.
Congratulations.
So I
Yes.
appreciate it. Thank you. So I have to make that much more money. So it's it's only pressure if you allow it to be. I think I put myself in the right position. I've given myself the right tools to make money. It's just figuring out how to put the tools together to create that bag. You know what I'm saying? Manifest it correctly.
Yes. Slops.
Yes, ma'am.
What started you? Because I never really got your whole full backstory. I've heard like bits and pieces, from
Bits and
conversation.
pieces.
But let my viewers, because hopefully they will become your new viewers.
I'd appreciate that. I mean, all right. So how I got started, in media in general. So
Take us back.
facts. All right. So it pretty much started. Me and my men's. We had like a little. We had a. I wouldn't say a little. It's not a little about it. We had a team. we had a team with a bunch of dudes. Shout out to the whole Young Rich and Famous. We starting to actually like click back together as grown men and adults.
Nice.
And we was just like, yo, how do we monetize this? Cause you know, like we had so much influence around Brooklyn. You know, we was like, we're packing out parties and shit like that. Well, how do we monetize this? And that's what we was thinking. And one thing we learned was everybody in our neighborhood rap. Everybody rap. So we was just like,
You want to say the neighborhood?
the best stuff. I mean, but I wouldn't even say best stuff. I would say Brooklyn.
Okay,
Because we
Brooklyn.
was cool with everybody in Brooklyn, and everybody in Brooklyn rap. You understand what I'm saying? And this was like before drill. This was like when New York was getting no play on the radio. You get what I'm saying? So we was just like, yo, how do we create a thing? We was just like, yo, how do we make some money? And that's what we came up with. Everybody rap. So what's the need for that? Media. So what I used to do was I used to walk around. I didn't have any camera. We started a blog site. Shout out to WordPress. We started a blog site. After we did that, we started doing like interviews, and my interviews used to be dead on my webcam on my fucking camera. I used to put my laptop in people's lap, and then ask them questions, and that's how we got around. And we used to be in like some hoods with some fucking MacBooks. Luckily, people was taking their career serious. Nobody decided like the MacBook was worth,
taking.
Fact.
Their career.
Yeah, fact. And I think even around that time too, I don't think people exactly knew about Apple like that. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I think people knew about like iPhones and shit and iPods, but I don't think they knew how much the fucking laptops was worth.
At the time,
yes,
which
so
they still are.
yeah, facts. I fucking took my fucking college refund money, bought a MacBook, and it's been on ever since then. After that, I started doing on camera because we started we had like a TV show on BCAT, and then we
BCAT.
then we did all 5 boroughs. We did all 5 boroughs for public access, and after we did that, I had a girl that was supposed to do it, that was supposed to host it. She flaked after like 3-4 episodes, and so it just threw me onto the camera because we became in demand. Because like we on TV, you can show your mother TV, and people got hyped like their videos was on TV, their interviews was on TV. So I decided to step in. I actually really enjoyed it, and I just never stopped. I never stopped from there.
Damn, BCAT was a thing back then too.
BCAT. I think we brought it back a little bit because it wasn't a thing like how it was like during when Flex in Brooklyn was in his prime. Flex in Brooklyn was in his prime when I was in high school.
Right.
So there's a little bit after high school, and it was sort of like dying down and shit.
Okay, yeah.
And I think like we kind of made it a little bit more popular because local dudes from the hood was seeing their videos. You get what I'm saying? They would start. Yeah. So that's how. Exactly.
Because we moved out of high school, which we were the ones who made BCAT hot from Flex in Brooklyn.
It was before that. We just kept it hot. My sister is 8 years older than me. My sister was dancing on Flex in Brooklyn. You understand? When she was a teenager, you get what I'm saying? So like, I think that era, my sister is from the fucking door knockers and hair curls and fronts era. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's so I think like I think that was like really the era, but our era really kept it going. And then our era, it was a big dancehall boom. That was around Sean Paul was popping, Pond the River.
Yes.
That was like
Signal D playing.
Yeah, exactly. So that Flex definitely had like a big resurgence from there, and then after that, it kind of died down a little bit. Yeah. So like I think our show kind of like made like people was asking me like, how do you get on and all that type of shit. And like me, I never hoard information, but nobody wanted to actually like sit through the class. You got to go through classes to get on fucking BCAT and shit. And
hoard information to be continued. Go ahead. We'll revisit that.
But that's the thing. Like nobody wanted to get on. Nobody wanted to just get on thing. Like do the classes and then you understand what I'm saying?
The work.
Yeah, nobody wanted to do the work. Which that's why I don't hoard information because like the pretenders gonna show themselves eventually. Nobody want to do this amount of work. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
It don't feel like work to me. But that's how you separate who's who.
Oh my God. Say it.
It don't feel like work. It don't.
When you happy to do it.
Yeah, the only thing that be feel like work is the editing. I promise you, the editing is the only thing that feels like work.
Because it's so tedious. Let's be truthful.
Exactly.
And I just invested in some more equipment because I'm like,
What you got?
I got the iPad, the big iPad. So instead of, I was doing it on my phone and my
Yeah, I
laptop.
remember. Yeah, you showed me.
Like, this shit was crazy. My first season. I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
Got it, through, bro. Like I told you, I was walking around with my fucking laptop and people putting it in people's laps and like, yeah, just look at the camera when I ask you questions. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking through East New York and Brownsville with a fucking laptop, putting it in people's lap and shit like that.
So now with the iPad, I'm more comfortable. I
You can-
know, what I'm doing now because it's like just a bigger screen for me.
I get it. My goal is to work until I get this Jordan and Apple deal. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Those are the two deals I'll ever need in my life. Once I get those, I'm
You hiring.
I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? I have accomplished what
You
I
have
needed
arrived.
to.
Say it, you
I've
can say
accomplished
it.
what I've needed to accomplish in life. You understand what I'm saying?
All right, people could get a
Yeah.
job. Slaps will be hiring soon. Stay tuned.
Yeah, facts. I mean, shit, I'm looking for interns as we speak.
Wow.
Yeah, so I feel like I don't feel like I know for a fact like it's at this level when I've become overwhelmed and disorganized. You get what I'm saying? And shout out to T. She's like I honestly wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. Like she takes like the dopest pictures and records, and she's been believing in me since like day one. You get what I'm saying? She's always, and it's like a weird ass blind faith. You get what I'm saying? That's so shout out to her. And it was like,
Shout out
yo,
to T.
she has like, she was doing shit when she had nothing to gain from it. So I'm like, yo, that's why I was like, yo, if we put our heads together, we could figure out something and lighten the load for me. And I just want to. Honestly, the goal is to come to a point where I only have to be the creative, where I don't have to actually do the production of it and all that type of stuff. So she takes off a little bit of the load of the production, and so like and it gives me more space to be a creative. I
Yes.
feel like the thing, my mind is worth a lot of money. You get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
that's the thing. So. Once I lighten more of that load, I can use more of my head to make more money. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. And from BCAT, what happened?
All right, so from BCAT,
It's like,
from
alright,
BCAT,
so boom.
yeah. All right, so from BCAT, we had the BCAT way for like a few years, and with BCAT we grew. The website grew bigger. The website actually, because the website is worldwide. From BCAT, we ended up getting all five borough public access channels, but the website ended up growing. And as the website ended up growing, with that and the TV show, I think we ended up just like we started doing like the party promotions even bigger, and everything just started clicking. Everything started working as like as a buzz. But as we've gotten a little bit older, me and my friends, we had to go to work. We had jobs. You understand what I'm saying? And so, it's like they say, time to put away childish things. It didn't make enough money for it to be substantial enough for us to not work. And then as people started working and as people started having their own lives, more in these things, like more people just started focusing on their own things. And like I continued to just focus on media. And so I kept doing my own thing with media, kept working. And
Because you love doing it.
yeah, I did. I started the ADD podcast. I love podcasts. I was like one of the first people I knew listening to like podcasts and shit like that. I like podcasts because to me they just radio shows on demand.
Right.
Yeah, they're radio shows on demand. I remember I used to have to wake up early to listen to Star, or you have to Star and Buck Wild. You have to run home to listen to Angie Martinez.
Right.
With podcasts, if you find a personality you like, I listen to it on the train. Whenever I feel like it. Whenever the fuck I feel like it, it's there. You could binge it. If I want to listen to fucking Combat Jack for like 3 straight hours, I would, Rest in peace to the legend. That's the godfather of black podcasting.
Yeah.
That's the godfather. He bought it. He really made it like a thing where black people can do that. It's between him and the Reed. Between I forgot Chriselle and Kid Fury.
Wow.
Those Kid Fury, Chriselle, and Reggie Osei, aka Combat Jack. Those are the 3 godfathers. To me, the GOAT of black podcasting is Tax Stone. Free him.
That's when I came in. So you just taught me something new. Combat Jack.
Yeah, Tax Stone did an episode of Combat Jack and Brilliant Idiots. This is before his shit. Yeah, this is before his shit blew up. But Combat Jack was it. He had like, it was Drink Champs without the liquor. He had like old hip hop stars. You know, like we got stories from Dame. I wish we was doing videos of podcasting back then, because some of the stories that he had, you know, that was the first Nipsey interview that I really heard. Somebody had just posted it yesterday. Matter of fact, somebody posted it in their stories yesterday. Nipsey and Karen Civil's interview, and that was Nipsey going all the way back from when he signed to when he fell off, and to like him just gearing up to continue into victory lap in like the second half of his career. Because if you're a fan of Nipsey, you knew like Nipsey went away for like a little bit
Yep.
from when he was first hot. He took like a big break, and
big break.
and then he started gearing up with like Slauson Boys 2, or you know, Crenshaw, Mailbox Money, and then the victory lap, obviously. But like in between there, it was kind of quiet, and then Karen Civil had put him back on, and they got on the radio say, and he just explained their whole story, and like
I'm
that
gonna
was
check it
amazing. And so, like I said, Combat Jack and the Reed, those are the two. Like,
Reed.
though, yeah, the Reed. Like Chriselle and Kid Fury, they was packing. They was doing the first people doing live shows and packing the house, like big theaters. You get what I'm saying? So you see that now, like the Joe Budden podcast. Well, formerly the Joe Budden podcast, or $1 Million Worth of Game. Like they do that
I
now.
love $1 Million Worth of Game. Shout out to $1 Million Worth of Game. I just did an
Full
interview
day for you, like
with
full
Austin.
complete day for you.
Send it to my daughter, and then making room to set my goals. So I try to set like 30 minutes for my lashes. I do lashes too, by the way. Just fine lashes. So I'm still working on that. I haven't even launched that yet. Just taking 30 minutes of my day to practice that craft, writing down ideas for the podcast so I can have it. You know, I make sure I put God first every day, no matter what. Like at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm up, I'm on my knees, and I'm praying. That's how I start my day. Shout out to Awesome. You did an interview with Awesome. And it's so funny. I just ran up in Wallow's inbox. Like, yo, check my interview out. And I was like, leave a comment. I do that. You know,
Yeah.
I do my shit. You have to promote yourself.
Promote your stuff, yeah.
And he really left a comment, like, keep it going. And I thought that was like
That
so
was fire.
facts.
That's fire.
And I'm humble. I'm not gonna be as humble as you, Slops. You know, I aspire to be, but you know, I'm really humble in certain things, and I wanted to like just show everybody, like, look at Wallow.
That's
He
fire.
left me a
I
comment.
love
you guys.
Wallow. I was following. I liked Wallow since like when he first got out, because he was like always like funny, and I was following Gilly because Gilly used to drop those little snippets of $1 Million Worth of Game before there was a podcast. Gilly and them shits used to be hilarious.
Yes.
So I was following Gilly because of that, because there's little snippets of $1 Million Worth of Game, and he used to always talk about his cousin locked up and his cousin coming home. Then his cousin came home, and like he started off with the motivational video. I remember like one of the first videos he posted, he was living with his grandmother in like a room like half the size of this podcasting
Yes.
room. The nigga put out a plan like, I'm gonna do this, and this. Then 3 years later, all the shit he said, the nigga showed how much money he had on him. The
That
nigga
day
t-
in that video. That's how long. That was like 3 years ago.
I think that about 5. I think about 5 years ago, something like that. I think they did because
maybe
$1 Million
right.
Worth of Game like 2 years old, and he built his own shit. Because Gilly wouldn't have just did it with him if he didn't have his own.
2016.
Yeah.
His own thing going.
Yeah,
He
Wallow
gave
had
him
his
a
own
chance.
thing going. Yeah.
Yes.
That's gave him an opportunity, and that nigga ran with that shit. You understand what I'm saying? He ran with that shit. I know a lot of people say like it's because Wallow has like a famous cousin, which is true. But I give a gazillion people a famous cousin. How many? You know what I'm saying?
You gonna take it and do something with
Like
it.
ain't too many people gonna do that. Not too many people gonna
And
do that.
then Wallow did his own thing and got his own following
Yeah,
up.
that motivational shit that used to get me to work. You understand what I'm saying? So, but
Shout out to Wallow. I was very excited. I just didn't want to
Yeah.
share. Because sometimes people don't accept it. I was like, I want to tell everybody. I
fuck
want to
'em.
post it.
Fuck them.
You have that attitude. But
Fuck
you
'em.
still so humble. Like, you have that fuck you attitude. You know that. But you still very humble with it.
Yeah.
See, I be like, fuck them and be fuck them just straight up.
Yeah, no, oh yeah. If I'm gonna brag, I'm gonna brag. No, I don't know. I don't know. I never got too big for my britches. You understand what I'm saying? this whole thing, one thing I could tell everybody, like, if none of these people, like anybody that you really fuck with in this industry, if they ain't your real friend, then it's not really real. And
Yes.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
I don't want anybody to take that personal, because if you can't be used, then you're useless. So yeah, I don't want anybody.
Stone said that
Yeah, exactly.
years ago.
I got that from Kiss. Kiss is the first person. Kiss said it in rhymes, and then Tag said. But if you can't be used, then you're useless. And if so, I don't take. Like, so if they're not your friends in real life, they're not really your friend. So all this shit don't really mean shit. I have kids, and I have real friends. I have real family.
Yes.
So as far as on a social level, nobody can really say. I have people that was checking me from since like high school, that I fuck with. So like I said, so if it gets past them, and they like, oh nah, nigga, drag your nuts, bro, you good. Who the fuck is you? You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
wow,
but
yeah.
like if I get a little bit too big at it, they'll check me too, as they should. That's real friends. So I have real people. So what you'll run into with this is a lot of people worked really hard to get here, and they also kissed a lot of ass.
Yes.
And so they feel like because they kissed a lot of ass, in order for you to come up, you have to kiss ass as well. So
Just
a lot
as
of
much
peop-
ass as they
Yeah,
can.
so a lot of the people, a lot of the higher ups are like dweebs or fucking nerds, people that didn't have friends before this. They didn't have friends before they had influence, so they can't tell the difference. You get what I'm saying? And their identity is their career. My identity is not this. This is a big part of me.
Yeah.
It's a big fraction of me, but it's not just this. If this wasn't to work, I'ma still be the person I am. You get what I'm saying? I just trying to figure out how to make the person I am profitable, honestly.
Exactly. Exactly. But you definitely right, because I see is a lot of kiss ass in this industry.
You gotta be cool with people that you don't like, and and like I said, ain't nothing wrong with that. But like I stop at dick riding. I'd be
Dick
you
riding.
yeah. I mean, if it's
Beneficial.
mutually beneficial, then
Yeah.
yeah, I could be cool with somebody. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So boom. Perfect example. I'm not going to name
Okay.
any names.
Don't.
But I got jumped and mugged. I don't like saying robbed because that's so I got jumped and mugged by a nigga who later became famous. And I had to talk to him. He apologized, but like as a man, honestly, like I feel a way. I'm from the style. I'm like, nah, bro, I gotta shoot this whole shit up. But it's not that. It's like, but it's something I had to eat, but. I know like the opportunity to make money was mutually beneficial, and nigga apologized to me as a man because he was like he ain't trying to block his blessings. Like I was on a different type of time, bro.
Yes.
Like, type shit, and like I had to eat it. You understand what I'm saying? As a man, I could
Wow.
sit there because you can't say I was pussy. I swung back.
That's
I
big
got
of
jumped.
you.
I got jumped. Fuck. But nah, it's not.
He
it's
fought
not-
back, like he
yeah,
said.
I fought back.
He hit
but
back.
nah, yeah, but like it's not necessarily big of me. It's like it's real shit. Like
No, it's big of you.
It's real shit. It happens to people every day. Like especially from my environment, it's nothing. Especially at this big age, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm not trying to be the toughest motherfucker in the world. At this point, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
You're still here,
I don't play in the streets.
and you got a bag to make with this person now, because now they're famous.
Mm-hmm.
It's called IOU.
But that's how it ended up working out. That's exactly how it ended up working out. So.
Look at God.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So it ended up being back on to, and I'm not blocking another black man's blessings. You get what I'm saying? Like that, especially a nigga that apologized and said I'm trying to change my life. Or I did change my life. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So we was off that type of time.
And that's why your heart is so good, and you'll forever be blessed. You hear
That's
me?
the goal. You know what I'm saying? That's the
hear
goal.
me?
That's the goal. I can't. I'm too. It's not me being a good person. I'm too lazy to carry grudges, bro. That shit is work. That shit hard work.
That shit hard work.
That shit is hard work. Especially here. Especially in this shit. You gonna run into people all the time. You gonna run into people all the time that did you wrong, bro.
Yep.
You're gonna run into people all the time that did you wrong. It's like when Joe Budden ran into Jay-Z and the nigga said you ruined my career. The nigga Hov said, so what?
Fuck, he
Yeah,
bad.
I mean, what you think Joe Budden is going to turn down a Rock Nation deal if they was talking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's It happens, bro. You gonna have to. Unfortunately,
Maneuver.
you have to. Yeah, you gonna have to shake hands with people that did you wrong, bro. That did you
Damn,
wrong.
that's deep. Look, that's two things in one day that I'm learning from Slop. You see why this guy is just so pivotal to our community
I
and we
appreciate
need
that.
him
I
because
wouldn't say all that, but thank you.
look,
But
like
thank you,
the
thank you.
knowledge that you, boy, because I'm like, damn, I'm learning not to hold grudges. I'm learning not to lash out when things don't go my way. Like, I had a situation where it was an agreement and the other person I feel didn't go, they didn't do their part of the bargain. But I see them hobnobbing and snobbing slops with so many people who I already have relationships with.
Yeah, and trying
And
to.
I'm like, T,
Take-
you can't just take it on the chin. Keep going.
It's bro. That shit don't be none of. Like I said, I have real life friends. I have real life friends. So taking this shit personal is beyond me. Anything that I get dicked out of, that's on me because
Ooh.
I should have had it in writing. I should have had it where it was easy to take to court. You understand what I'm saying? You can't bring street shit into like this shit. That's the easiest way to get blackballed.
But see, that's my dilemma, and that's like I got it in writing, but I still don't want to make moves. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, I don't want to.
That's
talk
on
too
you,
much
and then
about
you
that.
then you have to figure out. Then you have to figure out if it's worth it. Sometimes
Yeah,
sometimes having the writing enforced is still not really worth something to just understand, take it in the chin. Yeah,
that's
figure out like where you went wrong. Everything. My
Yes.
problems after 30, bro. Your problems begin and end with you. You
Yup.
understand what I'm saying? You could give me all
wow.
that bullshit about how your moms was
Fuck
this and your
that.
moms was that. After 30, bro, your problems begin and end with you.
You're accountable.
That's it.
And that's
it.
what I've been doing with the situation. Slops like, what did you do? Well, you could have did this. Maybe you should have did that. You thought you dotted every I, crossed every T, but it's still. And then I don't want now this podcast to be a messy platform. So I was hearing things in the streets, blah, 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 blah. And I felt like I could have brought those things to the table, but I didn't even want to go that route. So then I start questioning me like, so you should have did that. Like, and I'm beating myself up, but at the same time, I'm learning like, no, just don't do it like that next opportunity. Just do it a little
So
different.
how I've learned to deal with that type of stuff was I have a strict non-beefing policy. If I got an issue with you on that level, I'm gonna see you. I'll see you. I DM you. I'm going to get in contact with you. My issues with the person is never going to be broadcasted amongst air and none of
Right.
that shit, bro. You understand? Can't like for me to be slandered. I think I know enough people. People will vouch for my character, so I don't even need to do that. You
Right.
understand? I don't need to. So I don't defend slander or whatever. That thing is the reason why to this day I'm still good with both of my baby mothers. You get what I'm
Good.
saying? I don't, like my situations with them is my situations with them, and we're gonna attack the situation. You know, it's happened to me. I've heard people take like subliminals. I've heard people make freestyles about me. I don't address none of that shit. I don't be giving a fuck. Cause if it was a situation where I felt like I'm in danger, or I felt like like this disrespect can't be tolerated anymore, I'm gonna talk to you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk
directly.
I'm gonna see you, and so I don't never have that issue of like, oh well, this is not a messy, but like, oh, I'm gonna put. It just don't come. I'm not. You're not getting me to that point. You can't
Right.
get me to that point. I don't want anybody running back or playing back. Me saying I did this, I did that. Every time I've ever talked about somebody I've had issues with, it's a learning experience. It's for me to tell you what I've learned from it. I'm not doing it to slander that person's
That's
name.
right.
If you hear a person say my name, I reached out to them. I tried to get in contact with them. You understand what I'm saying? Can't nobody because what a lot of people play into is like people calling them soft and shit like that. You can't call me soft. First and foremost, I can't run. Like I literally can't run. My legs don't work properly. This is why I've been jumped all my life. I've been punched in the face too many times for me to ever be pussy. So I know
Wow.
that for a fact.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna play me like that. But I avoid situations when I can. plenty of times, and if it's a situation where it's just inescapable, I'll just come see.
You saw me, right? I was
Yeah.
trying to go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Eh, nah, but if that's the situation, I'll see you. I'll DM you if I can't get it. You know, it'll be. I'm gonna reach out, bro, and I like to. And when I see you, I like to handle this shit. Let's talk about this issue right here and now. You know, it's not to sound like, not to me trying to be like the toughest or anything like that, but one, I don't like having to look over my shoulder, and then for two, I don't like using my platform for negativity.
Yes.
I don't like using my platform for negativity. So
Like, I understand, right, Slops? I'm stuttering and shit like Fab in that video.
that's in your ass?
But I understand that people gravitate towards negativity. You know, it's so much negative out there. But I just don't want Nowness to be a part of that. And then it's people like you with your platforms who are positive and succeed that inspire me with my platform to continue on a positive route. What's meant for me is going to be, I don't have to take a negative route to get where I'm going. And I see a lot of people do that, and that's where they go wrong. And I'm not trying to be one of those people. So this situation I just spoke about, you know, even though I didn't say names or anything, I really haven't even spoke about it out loud. It's been a personal thing.
Yeah, I get that.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
but
like-
so that's the thing. So, alright. So for me, like, I like ratchet shit just as much as the next person. You
We
know
all
what
do.
I'm saying? I do. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. As the past 2 months, I've been super in tune with academics as of late.
Oh, yeah?
I have.
What's going on?
No, academics. Like, it honestly started because he used to make fun of Joe Budden's co-host all the time.
Right.
And like his rants used to be hilarious. That's another thing. Like, I can't do the tongue wrestling because I'm not
Witty?
I'm not his type of witty. Like, I'm witty. I'm not his witty. You
Right,
get what I'm
on
saying?
sight, right?
I'm going to lose, and I can't lose to a
Anytime.
person where I know I'll fuck you up. Like, you know how frustrating that is. So I'm just not even going to do it.
Yes.
I'm just not going to do it. I just refuse to do it.
Respectfully.
But yeah, I just refuse to do it because it's like that's why I be. My fork. See, you put it up.
Started coughing,
Yeah,
right?
I'm sorry. Oh,
It's all right.
but yo, so what you call it? So I refuse to I refuse to put myself in that position where like I'm gonna look like a clown for, you understand what I'm saying? Like Meek look crazy for beefing with this nigga, bro, and the nigga always be coming up with good points
Don't
about
do
Meek.
Meek. Don't do Meek.
And he
But
be,
say what you gotta
no,
say.
he be coming up with good points and it be making you look like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like, you know, but that's the
Like
situation.
Meek,
like
goddamn, bro. I
you
was
could
rooting
only
for you.
lose if you engage, and you know,
Yep.
so that'll be the situation. So, but do what works for you. If it's something that you need to get off your chest, then do that. But I've never been the type. I don't. I even if it's like, even when I was just hanging outside, when I was outside with friends, any issues that I've ever had with another man, I don't broadcast it.
Right.
I don't bring my friends into it unless I need an opinion. If I need an opinion, like, I'm tripping. You understand? But besides that, most of the time if I press anybody, like, you won't see it.
Yeah.
There's no, I'm not
personal.
pressing no nigga for no show. I'm not
Yeah.
pressing no nigga for no. I'm not pressing no nigga for no respect. I'm pressing them because I want to talk to you as a man. You getting, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I shouldn't say as a respect. I'm not doing it for the approval of anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So there's been plenty of times where like, yeah, of course you sometimes like, yo, bro, I heard such and such, bro. Yo, what's good with you? Yeah, it happens, but other than that, that's me. Some people can, like I said, I am highly entertained by when academics talk about Rory and Maul. You know what I'm saying? So if you good at it, then do it. Listen, I don't judge nobody for it. I just know like I'm not I'm not great at it. So I refuse to have somebody that I know for a fact don't have the same type of principles and morals that I do have make me look like an idiot because you want thing because you witty. You some witty nigga. You know we
Yes.
can do that. Like if we talking about sports and you bust my ass in a debate, you talking about music, you bust my ass in a debate or anything like that. I could eat an L from that. But when it's something like serious and it was meant for me, like if it's a situation where it's like fighting words or something like that, I'm not gonna let you make me look like an idiot over some man shit. You get what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I know my principles and my morals is too. You know what I'm saying? I have too much integrity to allow you to do that to me.
Integrity.
Yeah, it's for a fact. So
A lot of people lack integrity and morals in this era we live in, Slops. So
it's not this era. I can't say this era.
it's just overall,
That's
you think?
people. I don't blame. I know that's people, bro. So think of how many stories your mom came home and done told you that happened with work friends, and shit like that. I could count on so many hands how many times my mom stopped talking to work friends because
Yeah.
she told them some shit and then the shit ended up all over the hospital. My mom worked at a hospital, ended up all over the hospital. You get what I'm saying? People.
Promotions, and they start hating,
Yo,
and it ain't
that's
that big of a promotion.
people.
Yeah.
That's people. You look at you. That's why Shakespeare movies are. I mean, Shakespeare plays are still relevant because people always gonna behave how they behave. You understand what I'm saying? People,
I do.
Sucker shit is always gonna be sucker shit. And my thing is just rewarding integrity because I never felt like I don't feel like it's talked about enough. Integrity is not talked about enough. You know what I'm saying? People always want to cut corners, and I'm a person. I'm not perfect, so I don't want to ever make it feel like. But I've done that my damn self, and I've had to take accountability. It just doesn't feel right. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to reward people that actually do it, and not show that you don't have to get ahead by doing sucker shit. Honestly.
Exactly. And accountability is something a lot of people lack as well.
Yes, for a fact.
Yeah.
So
The blame game, and that's why I
that's
had
how
to
people
say, like,
people
yeah.
get raised. That's how people raised. You know what I'm saying? I've been suspended many a times in my life. Rest in peace, Sister Mary Jane. I've been
You went to Catholic school?
St. John the Baptist, not too far
Okay.
from here. So what you call it? I've been suspended many a times in my life. I've been, you understand what I'm saying? I've been in trouble many times. I think growing up, just like the anxiety of that made me want to like not end up back in those type of situations, like
Yes.
dumb shit like that. It's not I promise you, the punishment don't even be that bad. It's the thinking of the punishment. You know what I'm saying? The ass whipping really don't be that bad. I go to school with whelps the next day, but it was the 3-4 hours of thinking about the ass
principal,
whipping.
it always be. That's
No, my mother. But after the
No, not the
principal.
principal of the school. The principal of the thing you did, not the principal.
Oh,
but
yeah.
The principal of waiting to see what is the outcome. What
the-
like that is
Yeah.
more work. Like
That's the more work. And I don't know. I just feel like my life runs smoother when it runs on integrity. You know what I'm saying? I think the
Honesty.
world it works a lot easier. It works a lot simpler when there's some sort of code of conduct. You get what I'm
Yes.
saying? When there's some sort of code of conduct, shit just works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta say nothing. You don't gotta say. I don't gotta worry about like, yo, did you take my change? Or I don't have to Google. I don't have to Google something because I can't take your word for it.
Right.
We spend a lot more time getting money if I didn't have to double back
And
on
check behind you.
Yeah, check because you a snake. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so
Sometimes the code
Yeah.
of conduct is unwritten. Sometimes it's at your job. Sometimes it's in school. It's just the ethics of it all. It should be a universal thing,
it
but
should be a universal thing.
but
It's not.
unfortunately,
It's not. That's why I spent a lot of my youth watching gangster movies. There's a lot of code of. I mean, like I've learned. I think a lot of it. I learned a lot from from watching movies, and then it was reinforced going outside. Like a lot of it is trial and error. Like I seen this here, maybe it'll
Yes.
work. Maybe it might not work. But what I've learned is
It doesn't
nothing
pay.
but nothing is more solid than a face card, bro. And what I mean is like once you have a good name about yourself, ain't nothing more solid than that. It's like good credit. It's good credit, pretty much. They tell you build your credit, but going outside and just people respecting you because not because they scared of you or not because like they can get something from you. They just being respected because you a stand up motherfucker. That's
who you are.
that is I promise you that's the best. That's a better feeling than any of the fly celeb type shit I could do. That is like just having people say
Yes.
like, yo, since day one, since I met you, you've been solid. You understand
The
what I'm saying?
same. call you, text you, you open. Even if you got a lot on your plate, we'll never know because you just have your ears and mouth
Yeah.
open, ready to help.
For a fact. I mean, because nobody wanted to help me. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody wanted to help you?
Nah, not at the beginning.
What's going on with that?
Nobody wanted to help me. And some of it was people wanting you to prove yourself. Once is it like, cause shout out to the owner of the studio, Ryo,
And
was
shout out
one of
to
the people
Ryo.
like Ryo.
Platform Studios, you guys.
Once I proved to Ryo like, yo, I am really about what I'm going to do. All the avenues opened up for me. Like he had anything he had that he could help me with, he helped me with. But it wasn't like that when when we were first cool. When I first met him, no, it wasn't like that. Cause he has a name too.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at people that don't want to waste their time. Cause like we said, like a lot of people don't want to work for shit. A lot of people see you doing it, so put me on. My homegirl.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
A lot of people see you doing it.
A lot of people, and they want to they think it's easy. So like, shout out to my bro. So shout out to my homegirl Juju from the Trophy Life. She's now an A&R at Interscope.
Okay. Shout out to Juju.
She fucking posted a text message she got, and somebody said, "Yo, you damn near got the easiest you got the easiest job in the world. You know, like shit come natural. And then then at the end she was like, matter of fact, you need thing shook me up with a job. So that was in one story. Then the next story, she put, she was like, nah, King is easy, remember? Put yourself on.
Boom.
And I was like,
Shout out to Juju.
Yeah, facts. And I was like, there you go. You understand what I'm saying? So
It's easy.
people, oh yeah, what I do is mad easy. Mad easy. A lot of people.
Are
you know?
so, oh my gosh.
Yeah, nah, people are entitled. People are entitled. So
For what? From where?
That's why I love my friends, because
But
my friends aren't that.
Okay, so stop. This is what I understand. Holding information. If you are in the same industry, right? And we're all a community. Everybody don't have the same morals. Everybody don't have the same integrity. I've heard so many different answers. But why do people choose to keep information from you?
Because they got it out the mud. So that builds a resentment. I never took that personal. I get that. I work hard for my shit. So just because I give information, because I don't want you to work as hard, that's not...
Everybody's...
It's not that it's not everybody. It's just not... It's not a given. It's not what you're supposed to do. I wouldn't say it's not what you're not supposed to do. It's
Share
just
the information. You
it's not
ain't
a
see
thing.
my...
It's not a thing. That shit builds, working hard builds a resentment. And, it builds a resentment towards everything else. A person might not necessarily be a bad person. Like I said, I don't let this shit become me. This is not me.
I'm not here to combat you. You know that.
No,
But I have to disagree with that because I work hard by myself. And anytime someone's in my inbox asking me, how do I start a podcast? I'm like, look, bro, I'm still learning. I'm still growing. But all I can tell you is this is a dope-ass studio here. Or if you're going to get the equipment, some couples, get the equipment in your house. Just get the topics you want to. Like, I share the information, what I have. I don't have much.
You don't have to.
I don't have to.
Like
I don't have to.
The main thing is the game is to be sold, not told.
I do, bro. Because I got it out the mud, and I'm getting it. Excuse me, I'm getting
That's
it.
out of the kindness of your heart. You're not obligated to do any of that, and eventually it'll become so expensive. You gonna charge? Why do you think people put books and seminars and panels together?
But I ain't there yet.
You're not there yet. So eventually it'll have to. But if I have something that you want. That's called, you understand? That's supply and demand. If I have something that you want, I can charge you. I don't have to tell you shit. Just because I like doing it. That's where people get it fucked up. People run into other people thinking like they're
might get it fucked up that way.
Yeah, no. Honestly, I'm a nice person.
I might get it fucked up that way.
I'm a nice person. You get what I'm saying?
Since day one,
I'm like,
A1.
Like my situation, I want to see black people win. So I don't mind, but nobody's obligated to anything but their family. So if you ask me a question, I don't have to tell you shit. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? And you
I
don't
get it.
you don't have to, bro. I just
But when it's black people and they do that, I just feel like that's that crab in a barrel shit. You got it out the mud. Why you want
crab
somebody
in
else
a
to get
cra-
out the
That's
get
why
it
I
out
disagree
the
with you.
mud?
A crab in a barrel is me actively pulling you down because I see you coming up. Now, if you think that's the
Okay.
reason why they withheld the information, then sure, okay, yeah, that's definitely
I've
crab in a
heard
barrel.
that.
Yeah, that's
from
definitely
circumstances.
Yeah.
Like the opinions, the views I've got from other people with the
Yeah.
circumstances, showing them the proof, showing them the actual
Mm.
conversations, whatever. They like, yo, a nigga see something in you. She sees something in you that you don't see in yourself, and she don't want you to get to it, cause
Oh.
she don't want you to. I'm like, what?
I don't know
what?
because I'm on to the next.
I'm like, what? Yeah, like
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Like-
We're like, oh, they saw that and they didn't want you to get here and
I'm like, what?
what the fuck?
It can't
Alright,
because what's
alright,
going
so
on?
I can't get it from. Say less.
What happened, Slaps? Can't get it from you.
Say less.
Moving right along.
I don't give a
Period.
fuck about none of that shit. You
But
know,
I
I don't take it like I don't take it personal. I don't take none
No,
of this
you
personal.
can't take it personal.
I don't take none of this personal. I don't take.
I was,
I'm
Slaps.
fucking Monica. Don't take it personal, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I am yo, bro.
I was, Slaps,
This
like
shit don't.
10 episodes in of the
take-
first season. I was taking shit
It'll
personal.
take so much time in your brain because the shit that you know what? All right, so the situations that I have fucked up money taking shit personal. I'm not gonna sit here and preach like I'm a fucking monk, because if I did, I wish my friends was here. They'd tell you like, oh, you don't take shit personal, because you know, the shit that I take personal for forever. Not, and I wouldn't say forever,
Cardi
but
B
but you
boys,
know, like
forever.
my pride busts my ass.
Yeah.
So I try to take not most things personal, but the things that I do take personal, and sometimes it be irrational. I'm emotional. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
You a
sometimes
real man.
Yeah, you know.
Straight up.
So sometimes it be irrational, but sometimes I just play in my head, and it be like, nah, fuck this. I ain't eating this L, and it just it wastes time. It wastes time, man.
So advice, give some advice about this situation.
About
What I
about
just
what to
told you,
do,
the-
about to do,
the
about not taking
sharing and
personal.
not sharing,
Oh,
just don't
hoarding,
take-
hoarding. When somebody's doing it to you, or should you do it?
All of it, just sum it up.
When somebody do it to you, don't take it personal, bro. Because the time you're taking it personal is the time you could have went moving on and finding out what you was asking about. You get what I'm
On
saying?
your own.
Boom.
Yes.
So you sitting there and you building a shrine and a mirror with that nigga picture like, hate this nigga, I'm stab this nigga. Yo, you could have been honestly fixing and getting to the new thing that you should have been getting to, or answering the question that you need to answer.
Yes.
As far as people hoarding the information, yo, get your money. If I don't make fun of I don't make fun of sex workers. I'm not gonna make fun of you for hoarding information. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like this information is worth some money and I should be selling it, that's you. But that's not my lane. My lane is not on selling information. That's not my lane. My lane is being a creative. I'll make some new shit.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Ooh,
So
yeah.
that's what my lane is. So I don't mind just giving the game away. I mean, like me personally, like people always ask like, yo, why, like, if I'm hosting, like if I'm guest hosting or somebody tell me pull up somewhere, like, yo, you know the right cues or you know the right, cause like I don't get nervous at big situations because it's like I know in my mind I'm a star. You can't tell me no differently. So when the light hit me, I'ma shine correctly.
Action.
Yeah, I'm gonna shine correctly. So I don't mind you shining. I don't
Yes.
mind you shining. I don't mind that person shining. When it's my turn to shine, I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna do what I do because you can't do what I do.
Can't take it
And
from
yeah,
me.
so I don't, so that all goes into like people like hoarding information. If you're hoarding information because you feel like this person's gonna take your place or this person might look better at a certain spot where you're at or something like that, when it's like that, like I said, like niggas can't do that shit to me because either way I'm a shine.
You gonna shine? I'm about to go live because I wanted them to hear you saying that, but
Nah, either
we
way- no,
moving
e-
past
no,
it.
either way, like I mean, it's not like I said. It's not because you say I'm humble, but that's
You are.
where the confidence come in. The confidence come in where I don't have to step on nobody's toes.
You gonna get to it
Yeah. Bruh.
respectfully in your lane.
I'm going to I'm going to
creative lane,
you
you
put
see?
the light on me. I'm a shine, and that's just what it is with me. Like I don't get nervous. I don't none of this shit because like I said, unfortunately I have a life after this, so
Right.
This is something I asked for. This is shit that I asked for.
Yes.
So when it comes my way, I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm gonna figure out how to do it the best of
Anything,
my
right.
ability. You get what I'm saying? So it's no reason to get nervous. So I don't hoard no information because shit, you come to the platform, I come to the platform. Your show is not my show.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna be fly as fuck in my lane.
Yes.
So I want you to come down to the platform, put your picture on that screen,
Do you.
and be fly in your lane.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So that's just for everybody. So I don't give a fuck about nothing. You ask me a question, I give you it. Like this is the website I got it from.
I just be feeling like we a community. We coming from the same place. We all Brooklyn, born and raised, the heart of Brooklyn. We love Brooklyn. We here for the same plight to get it. We all getting it out the mud. But moving forward off that topic, Slops, what's going on with the vent?
The vent is out. Oh shit! Episode just dropped at 7:00. It's
Okay.
scheduled. So I gotta shout out to my man Buck. My man Buck Madoff. It should be his episode.
Shout out to Buck Madoff. I watched a few with him.
Okay, so it's his episode. I appreciate you. You always commenting.
I love
you so
it.
much. Thank you.
Because
Thank
they
you.
should. Like, I don't know where you
It's
came
easy
up
to
with
ingest
the...
it.
Yes, where you
I
came
got
up
that
with the
from Comedy
concept.
Hype. You see how easy it was for me to tell you like where I got it from?
Yeah,
Simple,
see?
right? So simple. But I got it from Comedy Hype. Comedy Hype used to they used to bring in comedians and they used to break down their stories. People think I got it from Vlad TV and I didn't peep it until somebody said it and I was like, I can see it. But either way I stole it from somebody else. I got the inspiration from somebody else. So it don't even matter. I'm just glad it's not a white person I got it from.
Okay.
But I did I got it from Comedy Hype. They used to split their shits up. And I just wanted people to talk about different topics. I was going through a depression. And I wanted people to talk about like how they got through different things in their life. And so that's what I share and shit like that.
It's dope.
Thank you. So like my two favorite is my homegirl Naima. She talk about the plight of women in the LGBTQ community, and I learned so much from that. And Miss 2B's Ebony, I like Ebony because if you look at Ebony Page, Miss 2B's, she is the epitome of just black grace and elegance, and her shit is just dope. I love her to death. She does media, and I call her the
Do our
GOAT.
things, like,
But
a lot of us
she
come
was
from
a whole ass
single
booster.
parent homes, or our parents are struggling, and we don't want to harass our parents for anything, but we still want to be fly. We still want to go out.
Wow.
And
Yes.
she goes into detail about boosting from Saks and Bloomies, and like she lived that life, that Flatbush life. You get what I'm saying?
That fast
And
Flatbush life? Wow.
So it's like to go from there to where she's at now. It's like I need that story. I need to, understand what I'm saying? How she got arrested, how she had to take shit on the chin. You understand what I'm saying? And just honorable about it. And when she looked in the camera and told me that story, it was no flinch, it was no embarrassment about it, because she's not where she's at, where she was back then. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
I do.
that's the type of stories I like to get for the event. It's not to
They're good.
glamorize. Yeah, it's not to glamorize none of this. It's not to exploit anybody, but we just black people in general, just some fly motherfuckers that know how to
Cope.
and
When I look
fucking
at that,
deal, and that's what I
it's
need.
coping
That's-
mechanisms I see when I look at that.
and
Like,
we survive.
Yes.
we survive. You get
Heroes.
what I'm saying? Yeah. So
survivors.
she
I
was
see
like,
that.
and she's in high school. She sees everybody with fly shit. She figured out how to get fly shit. You get
That's
what I'm
a
saying?
fact.
And
I gotta go double back on
yeah,
her.
nah. So to see that and to see how she's like posted, how she's like she was just on the BET red carpet, doing interviews and shit like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
She can
shout out to
rub
her.
shoulders with the best of them, and that's to show you like. Just because a person is in a certain predicament or situation, that does not mean they don't belong there. You can't tell me she don't belong
That's
where
her
she was at.
testimony to
Yeah,
get
that's-
to where she at.
Boom. So that's my
You gotta
situation.
take that call.
No.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a text.
Oh, okay. But shout out to the vent. Y'all gotta check that out. I'm a double
Please,
back.
Yes. Slap shot you. on YouTube. Please subscribe to that. Please.
Please, yes, like come on, you guys. Y'all see him.
The goal is
Support my
1,000.
guy.
That's 1,000. The goal is 1,000 before the end of the year. That's
All
the
right,
goal.
I'm gonna
1,000.
share it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Thank
share
you.
the
Thank you.
whole page. So,
Appreciate
because
you.
I'm telling them, come on now, we gotta come on through.
Yep, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You just went away too, Slaps. I saw you in Texas riding on the back of trucks and shit like
Oh
that.
yeah, the pickup trucks, the vibes. Vibes.
You was
Shout
in
out to my man
Atlanta. I said, you getting around.
Oh yeah, so I mean, what you call it? No, I got you. Quarantine just made everything cheap.
It did. Respectfully.
That's all that is. It's not no.
By
it's not,
Facebook.
Yeah. Quarantine just made everything like super cheap. That's all that was.
So you just was out hanging out. Okay.
I'm. Alright, so I went to Atlanta the first time. For like because of like I had family business out there. Mm-hmm. So what ended up happening was I was out there for a few days. I was just like, yo, let me actually get some work done. Let me see if I can figure out some work to get done. My man Scott, shout out to my man Scott Morris. He is down there. He is down there making moves. Well, he's on tour right now making moves. Like fucking amazing dude. Shout out to him. He's out there making moves and shit, and he lives in Atlanta at this point. From New York, lives in Atlanta. I was like, yo, put me on something like a little.
Okay.
He was like, oh shit, say less. He knows how to, he used like oh, this slash some more hip hop. He learned how, he knows how to use it better than me. He's like, because that's another thing, another part of this game is being able to leverage what you've done. I'm terrible at that. I wouldn't give anybody advice on that. I'm terrible.
Nobody wouldn't know that.
Yeah,
You
I know,
just told. You just told yourself.
I'm terrible at leveraging what I have. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But people are he's a good person at that. So he was like, all right, come do this. And we did and it took him 2 days and he set up like a media day for me where I just like got to interview a bunch of dope influencers in Atlanta. And then when I came back home, my fucking email was flooded. It was people that just wanted to work. So I was like, oh, say less. On my way back up, I got an invite to Armani Caesar birthday party. Shout out to the whole Griselda. They fly.
They fly.
I'll fuck with them. So I went down,
I
went
like
back
that.
out there. I did the party. After I did the party, what you call it? We just had so much other shit lined up, and I got that done. I got to kick it with Cassidy, Daylight, T-Rex.
Wow.
It was bro.
I'm so happy I got Slops now before he get big and you can't even get a hold of that man.
Atlanta's a movie. If you go to Atlanta.
I've been, but you know, I went in the beginning of April and I had such a good time. But I went for a wedding. I want to go back.
Go back for work. If you go back for work, you're going, they respect it. They respect it. It's not New York. It's not New York. All they need is like what I told you. Like some friends, all you need to do is show them that you're serious. That's all you gotta do is show them that.
I need a press pass.
For what?
To get into the parties, to be working,
For which
to
one?
networking, all of them.
All of them. Oh shit! Bro, some of them shits were kind of exclusive. They damn self. Cause I just miss Rolling Loud, man. Fuck y'all Rolling Loud. I was at the last two. Y'all ain't. Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I was at the last two. And I didn't get one for this one. So we're working on a New York one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because the Miami
September,
one is
that's New York one.
October.
Okay.
And hopefully I get one for the LA one in December too.
Mm-hmm. I want to go to the New York one because it looks nice. I seen the little lineup already.
Son, nah. That shit pure vibes. Rolling Loud, they did it. They did a thing. They did a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give them that. They did a fucking thing. I know Rolling Loud is not owned by no black people. That's the worst part. But that's the thing. They did a thing, and it's like an all hip hop festival. It's not like Lollapalooza where you gotta sit through like hours of music you don't like just to hope to find one of the people that you do like. Mm-hmm. Or I like Made in America. I think Made in America has the multiple stages.
Did that happen already?
No, that's Labor Day weekend.
It's coming in Philly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to be there.
Yeah, Made in America is always fire because, like I said, you could float around. You know, like I don't like this performance, I'll go there. That's what I liked about the New York Rolling Loud.
Okay.
It was 3 stages and shit like that.
Okay. Listen, before we get out of here, Slops, right? Do me a favor. Let people know what you got coming up, what they can expect, and at the same time, speak your future into existence on now this podcast, please, because now this is what's happening, you guys, and I want him to speak it here for us.
Okay, so what I got coming up? Actually, I just got booked to host this host my man, what you call it, Louis Loops, his fucking release party. I'm going through my phone currently to find the fucking release date. Sorry, I mean
Do what you
the
gotta
actual
do.
date. So yes. Okay, my son Loopy Loon, his fucking album release. I'm hosting it. That would be damn. These shit's man small. Damn. Maybe I should get some glasses, like you said.
I told you,
Yeah,
brother.
you definitely was right.
I ain't trying to be Mother
Yeah.
Teresa.
All right, July 26th at a secret location. So I actually know the location, but you have to find out the
Secret location.
Yeah. So all right, then. So I'm doing that. What I'm planning on doing for the rest of the summer, man, I'm just hosting these events. I want to build my name up. I want to start leveraging my name a lot better. So you're gonna see me on a bunch of flyers. I did that before. I did that little run before, but now that we're fully out of pandemic, I'd like to do that again.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's the goal.
Bigger and better.
For a fucking fact. The vent, like I said, our episode just dropped while we were on air at 7 p.m. 7:20 now, and another one's dropping at 8. But that is weekday, daily. Please subscribe to my YouTube page, Slopshotya. That's SLOPSHOT space YA on YouTube. Subscribe to that, please.
Please.
Thursday, I'm having we'll probably write a new episode. We're doing the top 10 greatest DMX songs.
Nice.
We supposed to been drop that when he had passed. Then we supposed to drop that when the album dropped. Like I told you, I don't like editing.
Never too late to drop it. Time
Yes,
to
yes,
drop
no.
it.
Everybody fuck with DMX. So like, yeah, if it's a thing, like if you were not into the whole DMX thing, that's a thing you should watch. We're the 10 songs that you should probably get into. We didn't pick all of just singles and shit like that. Some of those are album cuts that you should probably get into.
Go listen to, yeah.
I'm on allhiphop.com constantly.
Shout out to All Hip Hop.
Shout out to them. That's a dope thing because remember I told you I started a blog and shit like that. They was one of the inspirations. I used to check them daily.
Wow.
So to be able to get hired by them, that was a dream come true, and that's manifestation. I said that like how many years ago? Like when I started my blog, I would like to be a part of something like allhiphop.com, and then boom, I'm a part of allhiphop.com, and I'm friends with not only just the creator of allhiphop.com, I'm friends with his daughter. Congratulations to her. She just graduated high school.
Congratulations.
That's weird. You know what I'm saying? That is the weirdest shit in the world. I remember I found out allhiphop.com was the first people to tell me that Rockefeller was breaking up. So to be able to work for them, weirdest shit in the world.
That's where you got the news.
That's where I got the news. It was in the rumor section. They didn't break it. They didn't say, oh, this is official tissue. Dame and Jay ain't fucking with each other. They was saying rumors. We hearing that, and I remember shout out to LC. I used to go to the rumor section every day on allhiphop.com. I used to get new music every day from allhiphop.com. So the fact that it's alive and kicking, and I am contributing to it, that's fire. Huh? Yes. Got you.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So it's it's super fly, just super dope.
You're moving
forward. The future for me is at this point, like I just I want to make a living and take care of my kids with this creativity that I do have. Becoming a mogul, you understand what I'm saying? Be able to put the youth on.
You will.
I like to. That's the goal. Being able to put the youth on and put some money in their pocket. I want to end like all this like beef type shit we do have and things like that in the community, which another time, another place I'll get into.
We will.
But like just being able to fucking having a say so in that and putting people on and putting changing young niggas' lives. That's the goal. That's the goal.
Let me ask you this before we go. And what about your relationship status, Slops? Come on, talk to me.
Oh, I'm taking.
Oh, he's taking.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking.
Can't put him on the market.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
You know this is relationship sex talk. You know, I had to ask at least one question. Yeah. So you're not even dating in New York City because you taking.
Oh yeah, I'm taking.
Boom.
I'm
You
taking
heard it
it,
here
I'm taking it,
first.
I'm
So do
taking it.
not be in my
Yeah.
inbox asking,
No,
who's that handsome guy?
No,
He's
I'm
taking.
taking,
He
I'm
got his
taking.
new braids going. I
Oh
see
yeah,
them, Slop.
this is quarantine growth. I live my midlife crisis. This is all this was quarantine growth, and I was like,
You
I
was.
always wanted the braids, so I'm gonna try. So you know,
I
like
was
I
like,
am
when
that.
you gonna cut his hair?
Nah, I'm that. Yo, bro, I am that old nigga. I get it. I know.
No, you're
like
not.
a lot of ladies say like you shouldn't be over 25. You shouldn't be 30 with braids.
Bye.
I get it. But shit, fuck y'all. This is my
30,
yeah.
wait, 40, 30 is the new 40. Fuck that.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I'm gonna grow this out until the gray hair starts to show, and then I'm gonna either cut it or lock it. I'm gonna decide from there. But when the gray hair starts to show, that's when I'm out of here. You understand what I'm
Thank you.
saying? No problem.
Slaps.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm really, really happy to start my season off with you. So this is like paving the way for the rest of my season.
Man, they got a big shoot. No, I'm fucking with you. Yo, thank you. You have always like showed love. You understand what I'm saying? And I respect that. I don't know if I ever told you that, but that means a lot to me. You understand what I'm saying?
Vice
like,
versa.
like somebody that appreciates the love that you show and shit like that. I like I said, I understand that most of these people are not your friends, but I enjoy making friends
Yeah.
out of these things. And I enjoy seeing your progress
Yes.
and shit like that. This is season 2, so it's gonna be bigger and better. I've seen you having bigger guests. You done asked me about such and such and
Yes.
such and things like that. And
He
you
do
make
be
you're.
mentoring me.
I'm just happy that you're taking it serious, man.
I do.
That's fire to me. That the fact that you're taking it serious.
I enjoy doing this, Slop.
So don't take none of this shit. Don't take none of this shit personal. You have the thing. You have the
The
voice
thing.
for it. You have the voice for it.
I
You have a radio voice.
What is this voice thing?
You have a
Because
radio
I don't
voice.
hear it. Am I tone deaf or something?
Nah, it's like, would you do? Honestly, I can't even say that because I wouldn't listen to me. I'd be like, I wouldn't listen to me. I don't know what the fuck y'all be listening to.
What?
But a lot of people tell me like, yo, you're good at what you do. But listen.
You go back a little bit, right, and then just cut it.
I
off,
have to because I
can't
gotta
take no more.
I gotta edit the shit. But
yeah,
other than
like-
that, yeah, I don't want to hear my shit.
Yes,
Yeah,
like I heard it enough.
Yeah, facts.
You know, I'm on a web
And I
series
think this
now,
shit.
right? The Bullet to the
Yeah,
Ballad.
shout out to Alonzo. My man Alonzo was in there.
Yes. Oh, you interview him. Hopefully he'll come
Facts,
fuck
yeah.
with me this season.
Yeah,
Shout out to Class.
Class.
Yes,
Fire.
300 gang. Like, I'm excited. Let's go for life. So the podcast is manifesting other things in my life because acting was something I wanted to do from young, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without this platform right here.
Look at you.
So
Man.
I'm excited about
That's
this season to
fire.
go full throttle.
You about to win then. You about to win. Just, it's the work. It's in the work. It's in the work. Honestly, it's in the work.
Y'all heard
it's-
him.
Yeah, it's
Now this
honestly in the work.
podcast. Slaps.
Uh-huh.
Who shot you?
Facts.
I think about Biggie every time.
That's where I got it from. You understand
I
what I'm saying?
know, because
That's
you're
exactly
a
what-
real Brooklyn Knight. What happened? What happened? Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Hi, mommy.
We see you guys next time. Stay tuned. Peace.